Cfsjs inside the box. The workout's designed for tight times and tight spaces. All of our workouts are designed for a space approximately 8 foot by 10 foot. We should be able to get through all of these in about 25 to 45 minutes, depending on how you pause the videos and how much time you spend at each station. Follow along with us, pay attention. We're going to give you some insight as to how these workouts are actually supposed to be completed. So if you follow along with us, you will get better. All right, so if you have access to a rower or a bike, go ahead and use those. We're looking for about 2 minutes of warm-up, but for the rest of us, we're going to do 10 in-place burpees, just simply stepping back, starting light. Use this as a hip stretch as well. Let's go ahead and get jump at the top, slowly starting to build the heart rate up, just getting the blood flowing so that the muscles accommodate. And you're going to go ahead and give me 6 more on your own. May 7th, warm-up and activation. Three, 2, 1, go. Now that our cardio is out of the way, let's focus on the dynamic stretches that are going to get us through today's workout. We've got 4 movements: Spider-Man with a T-spine twist, twisted cross, a cat-cow stretch, and bootstraps to overhead squat. So, starting off, we'll watch Coach Devin demonstrate. Starting from that plank, dropping the elbow down, twisting both into and away from the knee. We're going to go 5 each side. Transitioning from the plank down into a prone position, arms crossed out, we've got the twisted cross. Bringing that left arm in, providing torque, pushing into the right shoulder for a big stretch in the chest and the bicep. Finishing off with 10 bootstraps. Pulling yourself to the bottom of a squat, grabbing the toes, shoving those elbows into the knees, keeping a hold of the feet as you lengthen the hamstrings, driving the hips to the sky. Go ahead and give me 10 of those. Today we've got 2 rounds of a core burn. 20 bear crawl stance shoulder taps. You'll see Coach Devin demonstrate by maintaining that tabletop position, hovering the knees roughly an inch off the ground, maintaining hip stability, touching left arm to right shoulder and right arm to left shoulder. 10 taps each arm. From this position, we're going to go 10 bear rolls. We don't have to do the full bridge as we normally do, just driving that hip all the way around, turning into an opposite position where your back is facing the ground instead of your stomach. And lastly, 5 prone swimmers. You're going to take a Superman hold, face down, sweeping those arms and shoulders out, lats engage, finishing off with hands behind the back. Take 10 seconds to perform a full rep. Now, there are 2 rounds of this. We're going to go 20 bear crawls, 10 bear rolls, and 5 prone swimmers. Go ahead and set your timer and begin. Today's strength is an Olympic skill complex. We're going to go every 2.5 minutes, 5 rounds, from a push jerk from the split position into a split jerk. What we're going to be focusing on is not only that pushing speed, but getting under the bar. We're going to start off by watching Coach Devin demonstrate a standard split jerk warm-up. We're going to start off with 5 strict press, moving on to 5 push press, continuing on with 5 push jerk. Remember the redip. Now moving into a split position with the dominant foot forward, 5 split press. We're going to reset the stance up on the toes for 5 jerk balance. And then finishing off with 5 actual split jerks. These don't need to alternate. This isn't a CrossFit WOD. You're trying to get good at a skill, and one foot is going to allow you to do that skill a little better than the other. Now, what we're going to be doing is pulling those last couple of movements, the push jerk from the split position and a split jerk. What does that mean? It means that you're going to start in a split, drive the hips and catch under it, and then reset the feet to a starting position with the feet directly under the hips with a full dip, drive, and split. Each set is going to include 2 of each position. We're going to go 2 push jerks from the split position, then reset the feet, and we're going to do 2 split jerks. Again, we don't alternate feet on these. We're going to focus the skill on maintaining that sharp drive, that hard catch, maintaining balance. All right, let's get our stuff together. And again, if all you have is a dowel or a broomstick or a piece of PVC, we're going to add 2 or 3 reps to each of those, making each variant 3 or 5 reps, working on speed as opposed to strength. Now we're ready to talk about that workout. Full send is today's workout. It's a 16-minute EMOM, 8 rounds total. The odd minute is either going to have a 2-minute run or 60 double unders. The even minute is going to have 8 to 10 single arm dumbbell push press. This 16-minute EMOM does not provide a lot of time for rest within the minute. A 200-meter run should take you about the majority of the minute, and then you're going to go right into the next minute with 8 to 10 single arm dumbbell push press per arm. Because there's so much volume, if you are substituting the run for another movement, let's go ahead and plan 45, 50, maybe even 55 seconds if you really want to push the intensity. So if you're doing double unders, jump roping, or jumping jacks, let's go ahead and plan for anywhere from 45 to 55 seconds. The dumbbell push press should give you just enough time to transition back to the run. So if you're going right up to the minute, let's go ahead and cut a rep, but if you're doing 8 on each side and you're only getting to the half-minute mark, let's go ahead and bump it up to 10. Now remember, on these dumbbell push press, driving through the hips should be doing the majority of the work on this. Let's get situated. Go ahead and get your equipment ready. Grab your 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get situated. Go ahead and grab your equipment, get your playlist ready, grab your water, and set your timer. There's a lot of volume within these minutes. In fact, so much so that you're probably not going to get so much rest. So if you're converting the 200-meter run to an alternate activity, let's plan for about 45 or 50 seconds of doing that cardio. If you're choosing jumping jacks today, then let's go ahead and again, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.